If the atmospheric temperature and dew present are nearly equal to the relative humidity is 100. If a temperature inside a room is increasing, the relative humidity will be decrease. A liquid in while and a temperature at a state of vapor, the pressure because equal to the atmospheric pressure, which with rise of boiling point of water, the length of heat stream is decreasing. In an isothermal change in ideal gas in boil law, the refrigerator with its power is kept in closed room with its or door open. The temperature in room will be rise. When a gas expands to the abruptly is the internal energy of a gas used in going in work. A heat capacity of a substance is infinite. It's a meaning no change of temperature whether to heat taken to or given out. A same of gas expand to form volume B1 and B2. The amount of work done by the gas of greater than the expansion of isobaric. A specific heat of metal at a very low temperature in various T. SI unit of mechanical equivalent of heat is joule per calories. During a adversity in compression of a gas is temperature rise. Amount of heat required to the rise of temperature body through 1K is called thermal capacity. The operation of involved in Carnot cycle is isothermal expansion. PV by T is a constant is attached for the both isothermal and the ability change in which of the following in process of internal gas of system in remaining constant in isothermal. In a cycle of process in change in internal energy of system is zero. The temperature at which in vapor pressure of a liquid become equal the external pressure is boiling point. A cooking plot and should have a high specific heat and high conductivity. A freezer in a refrigerator is located in top section so the entrance in chamber of refrigerator in cold quickly due to conversion. A piece of glass is heated to a high temperature and then the always cool. If the crash in possible reasons for to his boil. For this is the following property of glass: low thermal conductivity. A thermal conductivity is a plate of depend on the area of plate. Will measuring the thermal conductivity of a liquid, we keep the upper part in hot and the lower part in cool. A conversion of get in stopped in this way. It is the hotter found to same direction some distance in over the top of flame. Then it's a one on a one side in because to conversion of taken to heat in upward. A hot body will be radiant in maximum energy. Its surface is a black and rough. A possible metals in plate and in the rough black in spot on its the heated to about 1000 K in quickly taken to the dark room in there the will be appearance in bright than the plate. The sphere and cube and the thin of circular plate in all having the same mass and the made of same metallic are heated to the same temperature and they are then the allowed to cool which of then the cool in fast in circular plate. If the with the absolutely temperature in perfectly black body in a towel, then the rate of radiation reduction in increasing by the factor is 16. The evaporative power of the perfectly in black body is 1. A piece of blue glass and the heat of high temperature and piece of red glass in a room temperature taken inside the art dimmer in left room is the blue in piece and will look a bright red and comparison to the red piece. आप इसको कीजिएगा, ठीक है। चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पाते हैं। अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यूटन लॉ ऑफ कूलिंग, द रेट ऑफ कूलिंग ऑफ अ बॉडी इन proportional to the difference of temperature of body is surrounding. A body is cooling to 85 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius in 5 minutes. The time in taken to the cooling of 80 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius more than 5 minutes. Which of the following statement is wrong? Specification law of applicable to for all heat in body. Heat is transmitted from to higher to lower temperature in through the actual mass of motion is molecular is conversion. A piece of metals and the piece of wood are kept at a temperature of 45 degrees Celsius on touching to then with the heat the piece of metal will be appear in hotter than the piece of wood. The electric heater is kept and the vacuum of heat in conductively by the passing of electric current. Its temperature will become a contact of the after some time in because loss of heat due to radiation. A body is a cooling for 60 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius 10 minutes when kept in air at a 30 degrees Celsius. The next in 10 minutes and temperature will be above 40 degrees Celsius. A block of steel heated from 100 degrees Celsius in left in the room cool which of the curve and the so the figure in represented in the decreasing the temperature is a thermoflash in prevent heat loss all of the above इनमें से सब है, ठीक है। द woolen cloth keep a body in warm because the woolen of bad conductor of heat in it is does not always heat inflow throughout the body. A glass in container in crack when the very hot heat and the proud into its the probable energy sum of which is a low thermal in conductivity of glass. If a temperature of heat body is increasing of by 40% 50%, then the amount of radiation immediately by the increasing approximately is 400%. Which of the following fast mode on the heat in loss in conversion? A solid sphere of a radius is r and a hollow sphere is a inner radius in r by 2 and the outer radius is r made of copper. The heat them the same temperature and always to cool the same environment, then hollow sphere is a cooling fast. A solid cube or the solid sphere then the same material have a equal the surface area. The both are the same temperature of 120 degrees Celsius. A cube will be cooled down the fast than the sphere. A relation between the color and the temperature of a star is given when displacement law. 300 gram of water at a 25 degrees Celsius at the added 200 gram and the ice at 0 degrees Celsius, then the final temperature in maximum is 0 degrees Celsius. The process in which no heat enter a levels and system terminated to abatic system. A mode of transmission heat which is the carry by a moving of particles in conversion. The mechanical equivalent of heat is J in conversion of factor. The rate of diffusion fastest in gas of then the liquid and gas. Water is usually in coolant, and the radiation of to car engine in because to high has a high specific heat. Internal energy of a perfect to independent in none of the इनमें से कोई नहीं. Mm, at absolute zero temperature, the kinetic energy in molecules become a zero. A thermal radiation in the electromagnetic wave in belonging to the infrared in region. A heat in smooth where the bad in absorb from the water in refracted in heat.